Hello. I hope you're finding yourselves well while watching this video. Recently, I made a video about how to become a better Russian player. I'm just going to be doing the same thing with the Challenger tanks, or better British player, essentially. I will start off the video differently here. Instead, I'll be speaking about the Challenger's weaknesses instead of their strengths first, so that way you can become a better player. I would say that the British top tier is overall way worse than any other top tier in the game. Ultimately, maybe like better than Italy, but that's not saying much. The thing is that with challengers, they have many weaknesses, and once you understand those weaknesses, you can become a better player. Now, with that being said, challenger tanks are overall very heavy tanks with horrible engines. Their engines are sub 1500 horsepower, which means that their power to weight ratio is very, very bad. For example, the TES is notorious for this. I think their overall power to weight ratio is somewhere between like 10, which for a main battle tank is very, very bad. Now, the thing is with challenger tanks, they have an interesting system compared to any other nation. They have a two-part ammo stowage reload system, which means that they have the dart and the charges separate. Like, so for example, the Abrams has it all in one place. Now, this does give one advantage, and the advantage is that for the first 4 reloads, you can actually reload your gun much faster than any other MBT, and you can actually, I believe, get it down to 5 seconds with an ace crew. But the only problem is that this is only for the first 4 reloads. So after 4 shots, and you know, in a tank game, you can be putting out 10 shots in a game, or maybe 5 shots very rapidly in a scenario. All of a sudden, that advantage that you gain from this two-part ammo stowage is gone. Now, the problem is, the disadvantage is that these charges are stored in the hull. So the first 4 are going to be here, and then the next, I believe it's 9 here. 3, yeah, the next 9 is going to be in this little area right here. Now, what this means is that someone can, literally anyone, right? If we do protection analysis, let's pick a higher tier dart. Actually, let's select the own dart that the challenger gets. L27. So this is the best dart that the challenger gets, and it can literally pin anywhere in the lower front plate, right? As you can see, that's going to be an ammo rack right there. You can pen anywhere in the upper front plate, except for like this tiny little area here, the driver's port. You can even pen right here in the upper front plate, except for the extreme angles. And maybe if you aim down, if you have the height advantage over a challenger, you have no problem penning them from the front. Also, the challengers have very, very bad gun breaches. Their mantlets are very big, and it only has 200 millimeters of protection. So realistically, anything can pen this as well. So they can also shoot you from the inside drive wheel. They can pen you from there. So even, let's say, if you wanted to angle your tank, you can forget about it. You're still going to die. So a lot of weaknesses here. You can get penned from essentially anywhere from the front here. There's nothing that's going to be protecting you. The only thing that you can get protection from is the turret cheeks, but every tank has good turret cheeks, so it's nothing to brag about. With that being said here, you also do get these ERA side elements, which do help against like 30mm autocannons, but they can get peeled off, and next thing you notice, you're going to get side pen from a BMP. So with that being said, a lot of weaknesses, not much to go on, but your only real advantage is the fact that you're going to be getting that faster reload than other tanks. Of course, the Type 10s and the Type 90s have faster reloads, but yeah, there's not much to go off of. Personally, for me, I take only I believe it's 15 rounds that I take, or sorry, 14 rounds that I take in a challenger, because since the ammo's stored in the hull, you want to have less of a chance to be ammo racked overall. But yeah, they are fun tanks. They're sick looking tanks. I love the look of challengers. They like, when you look at a challenger, they look like a real tank. The only downside is, of course, they're very weak. Like the first challenger, there's no lower front plate. It's just 30mm. Like, there's anything can pen a challenger. So With that being said, I'm going to go play a match, and I'm going to kind of show you how you're going to have to play these challenges. You're going to have to play them more passively. You don't have light vehicles to support you, so like one good thing about America is they have a bunch of light vehicles, so you can scout targets and you can spawn and cast sooner, and you can bomb your targets that kill you. With British top tier, all you have is just these 4 Challenger tanks, and you have the ADATs. Like, sure, you can maybe bring a Rui Cat, but realistically, these are 8.7. You know, their darts aren't that good. There's Gen 1 thermals. There's nothing really going for British top tier. But I think my hot dog is going to be done soon. So I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to start it off with me playing a match. But I'm going to only bring out these 2 tanks. As you can tell, I kind of stopped grinding out challenges. The one good thing, though, is that you could... the Black Knight is a decent tank. The one downside, though, is you do lose all your ERA. Like, the Black Knight doesn't even have armor in the lower front plate. It's only 70 millimeters. And 30 millimeter APFS DS autocannon will pen that easily. And it has the same problems as every other Challenger tank, where the charges are stored in the hull. So you're going to have to play these tanks very passively. Unfortunately, British tanks are not made to be aggressive playstyles, but the only upside I would say for Britain is the APS system for the Black Knight is good enough to stop darts, but you only have 4 charges, and you do get shot a lot in a game depending on how you're playing. But yeah, I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to start off with me playing in these Challenger tanks. I only have the 2, and I'll try to showcase how you can play them to be effective with them when you're in a match. But with that being said, have a good day. All right, welcome back. I had my hot dogs, and so now I'm loading into a match as two challengers. I'm going to show you how to play British top tier, essentially. So let's get this started. So I personally run with 14 rounds. I'm going to spawn on the top left side here. And like I said before, Challenger tanks are pretty weak. They have a lot of weaknesses, so you do want to play passive with them as much as you can. But we don't do that here on this channel. I'm going to play aggressive. Did we get down tiered? One thing that you'll also note is, you see how like I'm controlling the machine gun independently? Challengers have this weird mechanic or weird thing with this one tank where if you use the machine gun, you get access to commander thermals with the machine gun. Whereas if you just use regular like commander view, you don't have thermals. So if you ever keybind the machine gun, like I have it keybinded to numpad 8, you can actually use this to get a better view. So this is the machine gun view. This is the gunner's view. So it is a little bit elevated so you can see over hills and stuff. Just a small advantage you can give yourself. I think I might be the only Challenger tank here. Yeah. Alright. So we got a Panzer battalion. Okay, dude, you gotta move. And there goes my gun, bro. Let's just hope that he doesn't peek us for the next 30 seconds. Thank you very much.
Attention to the map. The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones. Right track's been destroyed. We can't move.
See if we can. There we go. Bait out the track shot and then peek them. And you can see I'm already reloaded. So like I said in the beginning part of the video, Challenger tanks have that good faster reload, but As you can see in the bottom left there, my ammo stowage is only 4 in total. And I shot 1 round and now I'm down to 3. Okay, it seems like, and yeah, I thought there'd be more people watching that.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
For mercy.
Okay, there's this track. There goes my track.
Destroyed. We can't move. Ready.
It's a battle of tracks.
We are moving. The fuel tank's been hauled.
Must admit, I'm not really too worried about the autocannon shot here. Alright, so I think that's a Z11. Yeah, you're very courageous, my friend. I got 2 rounds in the ammo stowage. One thing about Challenger tanks that I do like, though, is it seems like aerial attacks do less damage to them. I don't know what it is, if it's like the structure of the tank or how they're designed, but it seems like you get overpressured with them way less. But that's anecdotal in terms of my opinion. So 2 kills so far, not too bad. And a teammate's coming to repair us.
Thank you.
And my tracks are out again. I have barely moved this match.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, he's gone. Now, like I said in the beginning part of the video, so what you want to do is you want to shoot, aim to the right, so that way your turret cheek's exposed and not your gun mantlet. I know they can still probably shoot your gun mantlet, but you just want to make it harder for the enemy team to do so. Okay, let's see if we can capture A for our team. Alright, there's an enemy around that corner. Okay, that Leo 1 is still alive, I think. Yeah, he's still alive. Now, I know I've been getting some comments recently about how, like, I laser range find even a target that's like a meter in front of me. It's true. It's muscle memory. You should be doing it as well. Ultimately, if you laser range find, adjust the gun to that exact meter, which means you're less likely to bounce if you aim directly at the target. Okay, there's a high chance to get shot on the side here.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Something was just shooting at me.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Yeah, let's get into cover. I might play another match after this one, because I might play another match after this one, because this is a down tier. Doesn't really depict how it's like to play Challengers top tier. Let's see.
Attack the B point. We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Trying to sound. I'll cut out the times that I'm clearing my throat. Sorry. I'm trying to sound whore a little bit to see if I can hear any tanks nearby me. Like that right there. So in that video that I made about the Russian, how to be a better Russian player, you saw me playing pretty aggressively with this. I'm way more cautious. I'm not gonna push around a corner willy-nilly. And that's what I mean. He shot my lower front plate, killed my driver, and I'm dead. I have 400 millimeters of armor, by the way, down there. And he managed to shoot the one little piece that doesn't. That wouldn't have happened in any other tank that you'd play in this game. Which is really unfortunate, because I like Challenger tanks, but they're just too darn weak. Alright, we're going to spawn on this side. Hopefully we can help our team capture the C point. Alright, that guy's down. For example, this Challenger 2, the first one that you get, is fully spaded, and you can see how slow this tank is. It's very sluggish. And it's unfortunate because you want to play British top tier, but they don't have really anything going for them. Except for that 2-stage ammo reload. I think I'll leave this as the recording for the video. I know that, you know, War Thunder is supposed to be semi-realistic, but I would be okay with Gaijin giving, I don't know, artificial buffs or guessing how tanks would be, because I'm pretty sure the Challenger, I think the Challenger should get 1500 horsepower engines. I know it's probably not realistic. I'm pretty sure some of the Challengers have gotten upgrades, but I feel like I would have died in any other tank there.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
No, this is probably going to be moving. If anything, he might move to C since that guy died.
Attention to the designated grid square!
You know, Gaijin is also notorious for, I think, mismodeling tanks and misrepresenting them. Like, for example, if anyone's grinded out the Merkavas, like Israel, the Merkavas are just so garbage. It's unfortunate. Like, they're supposed to be strong tanks IRL, and I'm not asking for, you know, to be the best nation. But it's ridiculous that their Macabre 4s have, I think, 400 millimeters of turret armor, and their 12th and 13th round is stored right behind the engine, and just a bunch of, like, the way that they're handled to make them less powerful. I think it's a huge mistake. I think at least every tank in the game should have unpenetrable turrets. I think it's ridiculous that some tanks can just be penned from the front turret. Alright, I'm pretty sure one of them is in the air, so that should mean that there's only 3 in the city. One of the clear cases of getting the kill before the cap is way more important. Especially when a game like this is so close. Let's see if we can post up here. Yeah, there's one spot on A.
Artillery, grid reference! Roger that. Artillery, fire!
Now, in a moment like this, some game advice: you should stay at the caps and defend because of how quickly tickets deplete. But I'm going to go to C because I get the feeling that they're probably going to go attack it. Camping in a situation like this is way more valuable to your team. Alright, well, it seems like there's a helicopter watching this. Alright, PSO just killed Lav AD by their spawn. They might actually go to... Yeah, tickets are bleeding out fast. They might just go to B. Yep, they went to C. And the question begs is, should I stay at C or should I go to B or C here? God, it's like moments like this that I wish I was in like an Abrams tank or a Russian tank. I don't think I'm gonna reach it in time. And there goes my track.
We can't move! Requesting for artillery fire! Enemy forces have captured a zone. Roger that. Fire!
My question begs is, where did that missile come from, number one? I hear something. Couple more seconds, baby. Come on. Actually, he just decided to give me the kill anyways. Alright, so not a bad game. 6 kills, 2 caps, 1 assist, or 1... Is this a cap? Yeah, 1 assist, 1 death. Overall, challengers are pretty weak, but if you can play passive with them, you can do good with them. But if I were to recommend, like, your first nation, you should stay away from Britain unless they can maybe buff them in the future, or they get more comparable tanks like light tanks. Because the thing is the next nation that I want to do is going to be, excuse me, as a guide would be America. And the thing is about America, what should I go for here? Probably Adjustment of Fire. The thing is with America, like, they have a bunch of light tanks, and their strength is scouting targets, right? They have 1, 2, 3. They got a premium light tank recently, and then they also have all these event vehicles, which I know quite a few people probably have an XM8 or an AGS or CCVL, but their tanks can scout, get a kill, spawn and cast, and sway the game that way. Whereas Britain, I just don't see what their strength is realistically. Like, let's say if I had 4 challengers, all of them are slow, all of them have sub 1500 horsepower engines. They have that 2 stowage ammo system, which means that the ammo stored in the hull. So realistically, you have a lot of things going against you as a British player. So honestly, if you're gonna play this game, probably stick to one of the top 3 nations, or maybe France or Sweden. France and Sweden is also a good nation, which I might make a guide on those as well. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Maybe comment what nation you'd like me to do next. I might do America. But yeah, consider subbing. You have yourselves a great day. Goodbye. Hey, you better like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell. Otherwise, Bob here is going to get it.